Trump and MAGA are circling the wagons as new Russia scheme leads to federal charges. Chris Graham here for Augusta Free Press. Donald Trump thinks his supporters are dumb. Vladimir Putin knows they are. Here's a quote from our good friend Vladimir. I told you our favorite, if you can call it that, was the current president, Mr. Biden. He was removed from the race, but he recommended that all his supporters support Ms. Harris. That's what we'll do too. We'll support her. That was Putin speaking at an economic forum on Thursday, according to the official Russia state news agency TASS. You can't make this stuff up. He was trolling Trump and his MAGA base with his endorsement of Kamala Harris in the 2024 presidential race. That came a day after the Justice Department announced the indictments of two employees of RT, formerly Russia Today, a state-controlled propaganda outlet, for funneling millions of dollars through a Tennessee-based media company to pay far-right influencers to produce Trump-friendly content on behalf of the Russian government. Among the influencers on the payroll, and I'm going to have to admit to you, I don't know who any of these people are. I'm told they're important. Lauren Chen, Matt Christiansen, Benny Johnson, Tim Pool, Dave Rubin, and Lauren Southern. I've heard a couple of their names. I couldn't tell you what any of them have to say, any of them have to do. I've seen them on Twitter the last couple of days defending themselves, but this is a echosphere. What would you call it? The echo chamber of the far right. Most of us, fortunately, don't dive down those rabbit holes, right? As you can guess, the influencers are scrambling to run as far away from the story as they can, and the possible legal ramifications for their actions as well. Johnson and Poole posted strikingly similar comments online, casting themselves as, quote, victims, and Rubin reposted a screenshot of Poole's statement on Twitter and also blamed everything on, quote, Chen and her husband, referring to Lauren Chen and Liam Donovan, the owners of Tenet Media, the Tennessee-based media company I referenced a little earlier. They're alleged to have told the influencers that they recruited the company that the seed money for the work had come from a guy named, quote, Edward Gregorian, a fake person for whom they had created a fake internet profile. Now, these people, the influencers, at least claim to have some sort of journalistic chops and never looked up Edward Gregorian to know that they were being catfished, supposedly. And I don't mean supposedly catfished. They didn't supposedly look this up or know. This is all allegations at this stage. Chen was fired from her job today by Blaze Media, the far-right news network founded by former Fox News host Glenn Beck. The tentacles of this are going to reach way out there, people. Neither Chen nor Donovan have been charged in the scheme, which has led some legal experts to speculate that they are cooperating with the Justice Department. I think it's fair to speculate. It's also being speculated that an otherwise cryptic email from Trump campaign staffers Chris LaCivita and Susie Wiles warning staffers that talking to the press may cost them their jobs also has to do with this latest investigation. Here's the quote from that email. It's about not leaking to the press. And of course, this email was leaked to the press. We have done a great job at preventing leaks, LaCivita wrote in the email, as it turns out 1 hour before their warning was leaked. And that has been because everyone knows what the policy is and what we expect from everyone. Information is power, and the press doesn't give a damn if you lose your job because you spoke out of school. Let's see who is no longer on the payroll after this email's out. The wagons are clearly being circled, which makes Putin's quote-unquote endorsement and Trump's reference to who Putin would much rather see in office all the more telling. This was Trump on his Truth Social. Comrade Kamala Harris and her Department of Justice are trying to interfere in and suppress the election in favor of the Democrats by resurrecting the Russia hoax and trying to say that Russia's trying to help me, which is absolutely false in all caps. In fact, President Putin would much rather see Comrade Kamala Harris in office, as he strongly just said this morning. Trump thinks his supporters will buy that. Putin knows they will. If you have anything for me, please email me at chris@augustafreepress.com.